What's up, all my movie-loving maniacs? This your boy Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor, and today I'm going to talk about Y2K, which was released in theaters over the weekend, and I went to go see it, so let's review. Now, to give much younger people, or people that's my age that lived through it but don't know about it, context as to what Y2K is, basically is this like digital bug that was going around that everyone predicted that will basically shut everything down and send us back to this Stone Age because, on New Year's Eve, we went from 1999 to 2000, basically setting everything back to zero. So basically, all technology would basically go down and everyone was panicking, but obviously it never happened. And that's basically what the premise of this movie. It's basically what if it actually happened, and we follow two teenagers played by Jordan Martell and Julian Dennison. They go to this New Year's Eve party that takes place on 1999, and Jordan Martell's character, he's trying to get with his high school crush, played by the internet's favorite sweetheart, Rachel Zegler. And so basically New Year's Eve happens, it goes to midnight and everything just shuts down and all the machines and appliances and everything just starts turning on all the humans. Now, how did I feel about this movie? I mean, it was funny. I mean, there's a lot of people that thought this movie just wasn't funny enough, and understandable. I mean, I didn't walk away from this movie thinking it was one of the greatest comedies ever, but I did enjoy myself while watching. Plus, I just enjoyed like the first, I guess, 15 to 30 minutes of this movie because it was basically just nostalgia overload. Everything from the 90s, from it just made my mind explode, from old video stores, kids actually playing outside, old technology, old computers, that AOL dial up, y'all remember that. And especially the music from the late 90s. Like, I'm telling you, it was just making me sad just watch. I'm like, I want to go back. Now, like I said, this movie was admittedly funny to me, but it did have things in this movie that didn't make sense, like how all the appliances and machines just started converging with each other, how they all just became self aware somehow, how they started controlling humans. But at the same time, to me, this is just one of those movies where you just gotta turn off your brain and accept what it is and just have fun watching. Now, Jordan Martell is in the movie, and I've seen him in other things like Knives Out and the It movies. I think this is one of the first things I've seen him in where he's starting to, transition into more adult roles, even though he is still playing a teenager here, though, but he's starting to get a little better as an actor. Julian Dennison, who I've of course seen in other things, particularly when he played Fire Fist in Deadpool 2, and yeah, he's definitely getting a little older here, but he was definitely, I guess you could say, the heart of the movie. He was not only just hilarious, but he was like some of the emotional weightness. They do something with his character that I did not expect to happen. I'm not going to spoil it here, I'll just let you see for yourself if you ever watch this movie. The internet's favorite person, Rachel Zegler. She's always good in everything she's in, or at least most things that she is in. She was definitely the best actor within this movie. Now, Kyle Mooney plays this stoner hippie guy in the movie that owns the video store. But Kyle Mooney, he is also the director of this movie. I believe his second film that he's ever directed. And I say he did a pretty decent job in this movie. But again, most people didn't think the movie was that funny. So he still got some time to grow and to see how to make a more comedic film. But you can definitely tell his heart was in this one. Him being an older millennial and remember Y2K, and he kind of wanted to harken back to, the old teen comedies of the past, so I can see his vision for this. Overall, this is a well-meaning but otherwise okay movie. I mean, I think it all depends on who you are and how old you are, because if you're someone like me or older that lived through this time and remember it, you might enjoy this movie. But for someone who's just a little bit younger, there might be some stuff in this movie you may not get, and there's definitely some deep cuts that even millennials don't even remember. And given that this was made by A24, I mean, I appreciate that they're branching out into more mainstream stuff, but at the same time, I hope they don't dilute their brand with some of these mediocre projects. Now, like I said, I enjoyed this movie for what it was on a, turn your brain off kind of way. But at the same time, I don't like it enough to recommend it to anybody, but if you happen to stumble upon it, I say watch it at home. You won't feel like you wasted your time. And plus, I enjoyed this just a tad more than most people, so for that, I'm going to give it a very low thumbs up emoji. Have you seen Y2K? If so, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This is your boy Bankful B of the Lassiter Factor. Stay safe, wash your hands, peace.